Hey, what's up? James here with Thirsty Studios. In this video, we're going to be talking about our Quick Apps feature from within Fluid Desktop. So yeah, let's create an event. First thing we're going to do is go ahead and hit Getting Started, and that's going to take us outside of the welcome view. And as you'll notice, when you first fire up Fluid for the very first time, it's actually going to switch over into what we call edit mode. So you'll see here at the top right hand section, you have this button here that's almost looks like a light bulb. And right now you see a very faint indicator showing that we're not in live mode. In fact, it's telling you, hey, we're in edit mode. And if you actually click this thing, what it's going to do is flip the entire user interface over into what we call production mode, or as you can see, it's now being lit up as live. And the reason that Fluid has these two distinct modes is to allow both an authoring environment and also a live, we are actually running an event environment, which is what we call production mode. And what that does is prevents accidental changes while a live event is running. If you have an operator that's volunteering or is part of your staff that's running your event, all they then have to do is simply click on these various slides, and then that information gets sent live instead of them accidentally changing things and maybe causing a blip during a live event. So what we're going to do though is we're actually going to flip back over into edit mode, and I just want to kind of quickly show you where everything is located. So Fluid is organized in what we call collections. So you can see here on the left-hand side, we have My Collection that has songs, it has PowerPoint, it has videos, DVD clips, quotes, web pages, YouTube videos, all these different categories that are part of your media collection, all in one centralized library. What that allows you to do is quickly create, say for example, a YouTube video that I can just simply browse, find a YouTube video that I want to say add to my particular event, and once I select that video I can simply click it, and then you can now see it's saying, hey, do you want to save this clip, do you want to go ahead and add this to my event timeline, etc. So let's just go ahead and hit save clip, and you'll see what this has actually done is it's added it to our YouTube videos collection, and then here at the top we have it added to what we call a timeline. So what is this timeline, and how do I start using that within Fluid? So the way events are organized from within Fluid is through what we call events. So here at the top left hand section you can see all the events that I'm organizing. So let's just go ahead and create a new one from scratch, and we'll just say 2/25/2010, and we'll hit enter. And then now you can see it has an empty timeline asking for me to just drag and drop different items onto my timeline. So what that lets me do is just simply drag this new YouTube video directly into my timeline. That's one different asset that I'll maybe want to have during my event. Maybe I'll have a couple songs that are going to be sang during the event. I can simply create a new song, drag it into my timeline. Maybe I'll have a video that's a part of my event. Right, I can just drag that video into my timeline. I can reorder these in my timeline. I can create a DVD clip. I can add PowerPoint if I have a particular PowerPoint that I want to show in my event. And all of these become assets, and really it gives the order of how things are going to occur during my event. That makes it very simple. It's a natural progression as you're running your event. If you have someone that's volunteering or someone that's part of your event staff, getting them up to speed with Fluid becomes very, very quick, because really all they have to concern about is flipping over into live mode, where they can sit down and look at these different event items with my event. And all they have to do is just select the one that's in the event and then simply click on that slide and allow it to show that content live to my audience. Okay, so that's just briefly what live and edit mode are. A couple of the things I want to point out, and then feel free to dig into the separate videos within the welcome section if you want to see a particular feature. But one other thing to point out is we also have what we call Quick Apps, and there's actually its own video in the welcome section as well. But what Quick Apps allow you to do is quickly do things like show an announcement, right? If I want to show an announcement to my audience, I could quickly do that. Maybe I want to play a countdown timer and allow people to see, there's 7 minutes before we actually start our event, and allow that to be overlaid on whatever you have showing live. Maybe you want to loop your slides, so if you have a bunch of announcement slides or announcement videos, etc., you can add those and they just have a constant timer to allow that to loop through. We also have a radio feature, so if you want to quickly play, say, various artists and have that as background music in an intermission or pre-event or post-event. You can also do that along with things like Twitter. So if I want to interact with my audience in a live manner and quickly ask questions and allow my audience, especially for large audiences, to tweet in specific answers, you can use Twitter as a feature itself. So that's just a quick intro, give you a quick tease on what those features do. But feel free to dive in under Help Welcome Screen and look at some of these individual videos and just see what each feature does. So that's a quick overview. Thanks for checking out Fluid Desktop. Again, I'm James with Thirsty Studios, and hope to see you soon.